Girls, has a landlord ever asked you for other payments? I was painting my toenails while my roommate Jenna organized our closet. We were ranking Chris Evans movies when our landlord texted me again about the rent being late. I paid it 2 weeks early like always, but whatever, dude. My phone buzzed again, and when I read it, I literally threw my nail polish across the room. Your rent is going up $400 next month unless you want to talk about other ways to pay. Maybe dinner? Just us two? I showed Jenna and she goes, this creepy old dude is really trying to force you to go on a date? You literally got our last landlord shut down for having bed bugs. He's so screwed. She grabbed her phone. Let's end this man. We had a group chat with a bunch of the ladies in the building, so Jenna sent a message that said, emergency meeting right now. Within an hour, 9 girls were in our apartment looking ready to fight. When I showed everyone the text, they all started screaming. He told me the same thing last month. Another girl pulled up a voice message on her phone. We all listened to him say, pretty girls like you don't have to stress about rent if you're good to me. Then this quiet girl, Beth, started crying. I went to dinner with him once because I was late on rent and didn't want to get kicked out. He tried to kiss me in his car. Nobody said anything for a minute. Then Jenna cracked her knuckles. Okay, ladies, we're destroying this man's whole life. She told us that landlords have to follow all these laws about how they treat people who rent from them. My mom's a lawyer. She said if we can prove he does this to a bunch of us, we can get him arrested and sue his whole company. We needed proof, so everyone started taking screenshots of texts and saving voicemails to their phones. All of us had gotten gross messages or weird requests from him. One girl even said, he walked into my place last week without even knocking and just stood there watching me wash dishes for like 10 whole minutes. Another girl goes, he told me I could skip 2 months of rent if I sent him some pictures. The more everyone talked, the madder we all got. Jenna looked up the address for the main office of the company that owns our building. First thing in the morning, we're all showing up and showing them everything. Beth looked super scared. What if they don't believe us though? I grabbed her hand. Girl, we have 9 people and like 40 pages of nasty texts he sent. They're gonna believe us or their company is toast. The next morning when we walked in, Jenna slammed a folder down on the front desk and told the receptionist, we have proof that one of your managers is harassing tenants and trying to get dates from us by threatening our housing. You can talk to us right now or we can take this to a lawyer. They brought us into a big conference room immediately. This older guy in a suit walked in and we handed him the folder. His face went totally white when he started reading all of the evidence. I told him how our landlord has been texting female tenants and saying rent would go up unless we went out with him. Based on what we have here, he's been doing this for at least a year and a half. We want him fired. We want you to keep our rent the same like our leases say, and we want a written apology from your company. The suit guy kept looking through all the pages and his hands were shaking. He tried to say, we didn't know any of this was happening, but Jenna cut him off. You're about to have a way bigger problem if you don't handle this today. We have a lawyer waiting and 9 girls ready to call every news station in the city. He said he needed to make a phone call and left the room. 15 minutes later, he came back and told us our landlord was fired. He said the company would keep our rent the same and give us each 3 free months. We're bringing in new management immediately, he said. Our old landlord tried to sue the company for firing him, which meant all our screenshots and evidence became public. When his wife saw them, she filed for a divorce. Jenna framed the letter that said he got fired.